All right, we will call the council meeting to order. Everybody stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, take the roll.
Mayor O'Connor.
Here.
Morissette.
Here.
Wakefield. Here. Knutson. Here. Kennedy.
Here.
Brooke.
Here.
Hall.
Here.
All right. Comments and suggestions from citizens present. This is your opportunity to speak on any subject that you would like that has to do with the city that is not on tonight's agenda. If you do have a comment, please come to the podium, state your name and address. Keep your comments as brief as possible and try not to repeat other people's comments. Does anybody have a comment? Any comment? Any comment? Any comment? Hearing none, we'll move on. Consent agenda.
Approve the meeting minutes from October 7th, 2024, regular council meeting. Approve claims in the amount of $932,506.66. Approve final development plans and conditional use permit at 2200 Jack Ralt Drive, Bright Star Care. Approve concept final development plans at 777 Carmichael Road, Faith Community Church. Approve certified survey map, Summer Pines Drainage Area, Outlot 5. Approve setting a public hearing on December 2nd, 2024 for a rezoning application at 807 and 811 Wisconsin Street from R1, 1-family residential, to R2, 2-family residential. Approve roadway easement survey between 131 and 141 Carmichael Road.
I think that was postponed. Does that need to come off here then? Wasn't that the Walgreens thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Approve the 2025 CIP infrastructure projects. Approve St. Patrick's School Halloween event. Approval of Resolution 22-24 requesting exemption from the county library tax. Approve the Lakefront Park concessions agreement between the St. Croix Beach Club and the City of Hudson. Approve the lease agreement at 18 Buckeye Street for Outlot 214 with St. Croix Sailing School. Approve the lease agreement between the Hudson Boosters and the City of Hudson for the use of storage shed at Grandview Park. Approve a lease extension for space at 18 Buckeye Street to the St. Croix Sailing School. Approve renewal of the tax collection agreement with St. Croix County. Approve Traffic Safety Advisory Committee case review October. Approve letter to lodging establishments informing them of late fees regarding room tax.
Can I pull that one, please?
Sure.
I'll move to approve with the exception of D and G. G and Q.
In queue.
G and Q.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve consent agenda with the exceptions of items G and Q. Roll call.
Morissette.
Yes.
Wakefield.
Yes.
Knutson.
Yes.
Kennedy.
Yes.
Brooke.
Yes.
Hall.
Yes.
All right, motion's approved, consent agenda is approved. We're not going back to item G, so item Q.
Just a couple of quick questions for clarification. So what has been our existing policy on this when we haven't been able to collect from hotels?
There hasn't been much of a policy, nor has there been much of an effort to collect those past due amounts.
There is an ordinance, though, that identifies that we can collect the 25%
That we
for a
can,
late fee. Yes, this follows our ordinance.
this follows the policy
Yep.
that's in place at the present
Yep.
moment.
Exactly.
Do we have a lot of abuses? I mean,
There can be. The late situation is where, exactly, it's 30 days, and then they've got an additional, 30 days?
Correct.
And there are still some that trickle in after that. So there's a lot of, there's organizations that are counting on those funds.
right,
So you're already 2/3 of the way through the next quarter before we have the funds, not a lot of times, but a handful of times.
well, in addition to organizations, I did hear
Yep.
Mr. Mayor indicate that we fell short, and so that's
So
probably
the
part of
city
it
sort of
too.
floats it, knowing that we're eventually getting it, but should the city be doing that when we have a policy in place And if we send this letter, and the idea of this letter is it's a courtesy letter to let them know, hey, we need to start doing this. Plus, there's a lot of organizations that are depending on the funds coming in a timely manner. The way I'm hearing from some of the hotels, and that we had talked with the chamber, they can and are able to get that the funds to us within just a week or 2 weeks after a quarter closes, but sometimes it gets postponed for one reason or another.
And so the hotels are already aware of this ordinance, so I just want to make sure that
The ordinance
they're
has always
not-
been on the books, yes.
Okay,
Now, but this letter is a courtesy letter informing them that we will start to enforce the policy on January 1st.
okay.
We have not enforced the policy in the past.
Thank you for the clarification. Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and second to approve, discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Convene into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute, section 19.85, sub 1, sub C, considering employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, City of Hudson Police Union and Sergeant Union contract amendment request.
Move to go into closed session.
Second.
Motion and second to go into closed session. Roll call.
Morissette?
Yes.
Wakefield?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
Kennedy?
Yes.
Brooke?
Yes.
Hall?
Yes.
Motion's approved. We'll go into closed session across the hall.
Do we need chairs?
Session.
Are we ready?
We good? Are you up, Jeff? Yep, go ahead.
Okay, I'll make the motion then to approve the side letters for the police unions for a 2.6% COLA increase for January 1st.
They don't specifically say an amount in the side letters, and I apologize. Let's say November 11th, you decide not to do the same amount for all employees, you decide to do something different. I would say cost of living or adjustment the same as other non-union employees,
Okay, so,
like that,
all right,
because it doesn't specifically say it.
Okay.
So if later you guys say, we're only doing 2% right across the board.
okay, I'll withdraw my previous motion, and I will make the motion to approve the side letters with a cost of living adjustment similar to, or the same as the other employees will be getting.
Okay.
A second.
We have a motion, a second. I do want to say this. I think it's important that our police officers understand that this council as a whole values who they are and the services that they provide. And we want to make sure that we send that message to all of them by providing them with the approval of their side letters. Good? Anybody else?
No.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Next up is the department head presentations, reports, and you know what? I apologize to you guys. I didn't think this was going to take that long. We did have
It'll be quick.
yeah.
In
No,
2
I'm not
months.
worried about
Oh,
that. But
okay.
they had to wait for us to come out of closed session.
Oh, I thought we were gonna skip them again this time.
Oh no.
I feel bad.
Of course.
So hi, Lieutenant Munich here. I assume that you've all seen the attachment for the calls of service. Do you have any specific questions about this list in particular? Okay. The other update would be that we finished our first round of interviews for the replacement of 2 people at the police department. The second round, I believe, is October 26th with the Police and Fire Commission. We had 18 applicants, and we narrowed it down to 7.
Oh, I thought.
Nice.
A little different from what it used to be, but we have 7 quality applicants, so we're happy with that.
Okay, that's good.
So,
Good
yeah.
news.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions from anybody?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Okay.
I see
Monthly clerk report.
no one's asking for money, they're not in their dress uniforms.
Well, I just had in the report, we're just really busy with registrations. We're in late registration period now, so the only way a voter can register is in office. So foot traffic has been increasing, and tomorrow starts in-person voting, and we do expect high foot traffic for that, for the 9 days. We're figuring right around 500 or 600 voters. So, with that, yeah, here we go.
Anybody? Thanks, Becky. Chief?
Good evening. Nothing major to report. Pretty normal month for the month of September. You'll take note of the department training hours. That's a combined total, 424 hours of all our members for the month worth of training. We do have several firefighters going through firefighter 2 right now, and then we have 3 of them going through fire officer 1 right now also. So we're bringing our staff all the way up to state standards for training. So we're on pace to eclipse last year's call volume. So be well over 600 again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chief.
I'll keep this short and sweet for you. Just hit the highlights. Obviously, the downtown sidewalk replacement has been completed. The contractor has transitioned to the alley replacement portion of the project, so they have a couple of the alleys ripped up. probably basing tomorrow, Thursday, possibly paving on Friday. The contractor, or the contract says it's supposed to be done by the 25th, so the end of this week. So they're going to be tight up against it, but hopefully, like I said, the weather holds out and they'll be able to get them finished here, if not late this week, early next week. Couple other things that I wanted to highlight. First one is the Belrose Playground. So if you've driven past there recently, they have finished the installation of the equipment. They were putting down the pour-in-place pad today. They'll wait a couple of days for that to cure, put up the swings, and then that playground will be open to use. There's a shelter that's yet to go up, which they'll also be installing here the next week. But then we'll put some benches in and stuff like that. Probably wait until next spring to do that, plant some trees, but that park is coming along quite well, a little neighborhood park for the community members over there. And then two other things on facilities. Our council approved the sale of the pallet racking in the 2101 O'Neill Road. So put it out on Wisconsin surplus auction. The total bid price came back at $16,350. Was actually pleased with that based on some of the calls I had taken from some suppliers. They were thinking we'd be lucky to get like $5,000 or $6,000 based upon the amount of labor that would take to remove them and then transport the racking. So very pleased with the number that we got back from that. And then second, just the front stairs. Obviously, we have the pedestal bases for the lighting. We have the luminaires. We're just waiting on the poles. So I did email the contractor to see what the lead time is on the poles. If it is another few weeks, we may look at doing some temporary lighting out there for night meetings, obviously getting dark earlier. So, but I'll wait to hear back from him and then we'll make some adjustments from there. So, and then obviously the restoration work as well. I'm going to do a restoration here, the Williams Park the Williams Park restroom and Belrose all in the same shot with the same contractor. So kind of waiting for the Belrose project to finish up before I bring someone in to do everything. So that's what I got.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks.
Shelley?
Shelley Tugas, Library Director. The big thing that I would add to this is our attendance for classes, programs, and event through the end of September was 21,500. So we have passed our record year of 2019, which was just over 20,000, and we still have 3 months to go. So that's really exciting. Hopefully we'll have good weather for programs for the rest of the year. If you have any other questions, I can take them now, or feel free to contact me anytime.
Anybody? Thanks, Shelley. Anybody here from Public Utilities? No. City Administrator.
All right. I'll make mine real quick. Everything on there, just activities throughout the month. And attended with Kip, actually, the Lake Malu presentation. Actually, I think Joyce was there as well. Good presentation on the dam operation, and the potential drawdown in the near future. I think by next fall, they want to start that drawdown from September, beginning of September to the end of October. But they have a lot more studies yet that they need to do to draw down the lake. And they're expecting to do that with compaction. Once the water's all out, the level of the silt will compact, and then they can start to fill it up again over winter, or it will naturally fill up over winter. This week, I will be out of town with your new finance director. We're heading to the League of Wisconsin Municipalities annual conference in Madison. They have it every October. I would encourage maybe next year we try to get that list out ahead of time, because I do see a lot of representatives there, between mayors and council members. There's stuff for everybody there, and it's good to make connections. So I would encourage everybody to take a look at that one next year, and I'll get that out, the list, or when that is next year. They usually put it out around July, the week for that conference. It's a good conference to go to. That is it. Everything else there you can read through. I'll be quick.
So, finance.
All right, finance report for October of '24. Biggest item is new finance director started, by all accounts, a pretty okay dude. As mentioned by city administrator, we'll be out at the Wisconsin cities training for the next couple days. Couple of upcoming notes just for council and residents to be aware of. The last day to pay overdue utilities without the 10% penalty is October 31st. The upcoming budget hearing is November 11th. And lastly, the last day before overdue utilities are certified to the tax roll is November 15th.
Anybody? Nice shirt.
You seem to wear the red a lot better than somebody else. I don't know what that is, but you carry it well.
Yeah, I gotta find a Hazel Crest type shirt.
Yeah. If my key card doesn't work in the morning, I'll know what happened.
Hazel.
David.
I'm glad I'm not wearing red tonight. Since I was here last, I just want to highlight a couple of projects that we've permitted. One being the EP Rock addition and mechanical upgrades. That's going to be $11.6 million project. The Maxwell Phase 2, the Girard project, we permitted that. On the inspection side of things, we've closed out the government center area C, they call it. That's the big addition on the south side of the government center. We've started the next phase, the last phase of the remodel of the government center just this morning. Started looking at the footings for the Girard project, and then also we're wrapping up the Festival Foods project this week, hoping to issue the occupancy by the end of the week. That's all I had.
So Festival Foods filling up all the shelves, pancake stuff and everything else?
Everything is filling up.
Going up, okay. Yeah. Oh, well, the shelves full of breakfast and pancakes and everything else. I'm just assuming they're stocking, but I like my pancakes. Yeah.
All right, thanks, David. Any questions? No? Thanks, David. All right, I don't have anything. Anybody?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Stand adjourned.